and you bring your feet up to a 90-degree angle. It's kind of the same thing that I demonstrated on the ground. I think it's a very good exercise. When you say, what do I think about it?
That's what I do. I don't get on the floor to the punches on it. That's all I do.
Okay, well, if that's all you do, then it's not as good anymore. Because remember what I said, the best exercise is doing something different. So if you have a favorite machine, then that machine isn't doing what you need it to do. Because what happens is you have something called the opposing muscle group. We all understand what the word opposing means. That means you have an opposite muscle on the opposite side. So if a brother gets into the anchor chair and he keeps raising his legs up and down every single time he goes to the gym, his stomach is getting stronger. But what's on the opposite side of his stomach? There's another stomach. His lower back. So now what happens is his stomach gets strong at the detriment to his lower back. We all know that muscle weighs more than fat. Because the brother he isn't working the opposite side and his stomach keeps getting heavier, then what tends to happen is that if he's not losing the fat on his stomach, then his stomach's getting stronger, it's getting heavier. 9 out of 10 Americans walking around having lower back pain, and then that's what's going to take place after a period of time.
Question I have is, you mentioned about the stomach fat. Having a nice global stomach. You can't get rid of it.
I didn't say I said you can get rid of it.
Yeah. What's the best way to get rid of stomach fat?
The best way to get rid of stomach fat is move your dinner time up, and then reduce the amount of sweets that you eat. It's not an exercise. It's not an exercise to get the best. It's food. That's how you got it.
What are we looking for in the future of our children? They seem like they're going to be following our footsteps and doing the same thing that we're doing. So what can we generate the respect to having ourselves to motivate them in a positive way for them to lose weight and conduct, a physical fitness?
Well, as we know, the first rule of parenting is modeling. It's what you put out there. If you really want to have a fit child, then you have to really be a fit parent. That's it. It's not too much. If you really, it's very, very simple. If you really want to be in shape, if you really want your kids to be in shape, then you be in shape. They see mommy and daddy going to the track running, mommy and daddy working out every morning together, mommy and daddy doing this. The kid's not going to fall too far away from that. But if mommy and daddy are going to McDonald's and mommy and daddy are, allow McDonald's, we tell ourselves whatever we want. This allow fries.
When starting exercising, do you start out with cardio, weights, or stretches, or does it matter? In the morning when you get ready to exercise, would you start out with cardio first?
Oh, okay. She's saying what are you starting off with? What would you like to start off with?
Well, I know when I go in the gym, the first thing you see are the treadmills and the bikes. So I'm thinking, okay, that's where I go first.
Okay.
And they have the ones where you stretching the body.
Okay. Now you asked two different questions. You said what should you start off with in a day, but what should you start off with if you go to the gym? If you go into the gym and you're going to bring all three aspects of exercise that I said today, the cardio, resistance training, and stretching, what should you start off with first? You should start off with resistance training first. Everyone does it the exact opposite way. You start off with resistance training first, and you should do your cardio last. When you're talking about building a perfect physique. So and the reason you start off with resistance training first is because guess what? You're going to your cardio that you're going to use, you're going to activate your lower extremities. This means that you're going to do some cardio where you use your legs. Alright? Once your legs are gone, then what happens when you start to do resistance training, you're using all upper body, and that's a big mistake. That's a big mistake. So when you go to the gym and you're going to start off with something, start off with weight training first and then do cardio last. That's the exact opposite of what you thought, right?
Yeah. That's what I do. Warm up. Do you have what should the warm up like? I always think if I go in the sauna, it'll warm my muscles up.
Yeah. Nah. That's a myth. That's like saying it's hot outside, so I'm warmed up. Nah, that's not how it works. Alright? Your warm up is exactly what you're about to do, but in a lighter capacity. So if you're about to walk, then you walk slower for your warm up and you pick up the pace. That's your warm up. Your warm up isn't just, you know what I mean, some people drink coffee. I feel warm. Nah, it don't work like that. That's not what happens, okay? So if you go to the sauna, your body is hot. That's what happens. Your body is hot. That's what a sauna is for. It's actually to relax you. Your body is hot. You're perspiring. But guess what? If you're about to do a squat and you went to the sauna and laid down, your knee's not ready for a squat any more than anybody else is. Just because you sweat. Yeah. So. Any more questions? I'm gonna show you all the trailer for the DVD because I put it together. We put a lot of work into it. Make that available. I'm bringing the books back, the Confessions of the Personal Trainer, with everything that we talked about. It's real simple. This isn't a. Got to keep in mind what happens is we start to see the shaitan is very creative in the sense that you will start to go extreme. I can't do 100 push-ups, but then nobody tell you to. So you start to go all the way extreme, so then you don't have to do nothing. And that's not, and it don't work like that. Everybody gonna have to do something. So it don't matter where you are. I had a brother that one time told me, he said, I could work out, but I can only work out for 2 minutes. I said, do you work out for 2 minutes? He said, no. I said, then you can start with 2 minutes. Whatever you got, you gonna do something. Nobody gonna get around this thing, because you gotta keep in mind, it's too important to the community. It's too important. It's not just about us. You being in shape, it just isn't about you. A lot of brothers think, I'm gonna let you let your health go for 30 years. Now your wife is a 55-year-old widow. You see what I mean? And then she can't even be with nobody. We can't keep doing this to each other, because it's a very selfish way to live. It's the same thing with the sisters. It's a very selfish way to live, and we know how we should be eating. We know how we should be eating, and we know how we should be living.
That's right.
So we can't like a lot of the other communities. They actually do not have. They have a valid excuse. They do not know how to eat. They still think chitlins is a real, protein-based meal. There's people that really think that, and we don't think that. So we gonna try to, we don't eat pork, so we can't just say, well, we're just gonna load up on pies. You know what I mean? We can't do that. That's not fair.
Can I ask you, can a person start out with, say for instance, 5 minutes exercise in the morning and build themselves up to 25 minutes, 30,
Absolutely.
Where they balance out
Absolutely.
Over a period of time?
Absolutely.
Progress that way?
Yeah, absolutely. This is understand what I'm saying. Even with me coming here and everybody excited, you might go out and work out today or something. I don't know. But we're not trying to go extreme. I'm not here to promote the Chicago Marathon. I'm here to just get you to take heed that doing a little bit of something can go a long way. Would I prefer a brother to be consistent with a little more than intense with a lot? Absolutely. Absolutely. That will breed better results. You know what I mean? If I can get you to work out one time for a month for an hour, that you worked out one time a month for an hour. But if I can get you to do 5 minutes a day consistently, what happens is it's not just the physical part. When you engage your physical body in exercise, what happens is you also engage your mind. It's very difficult for if I say, let's all go for a walk, and afterwards we're going to all go to Burger King, you would be thrown off just by the statement. Say, brother, then why are we out there walking if we just going to put anything we want? Because you understand cause and effect. So what happens is you can engage your mind physically, then you start engaging your dietary habits as well, but then it starts flowing over spiritually, because it's very, very difficult to look the part and not feel the part. So what happens is we've given up the hog, we don't touch the pig, but then we walk around and carry ourselves as one. So the shaitan still got you. He said, go ahead, don't eat pig, just look like a pig. You know what I mean? And so he still wins. So we have to really, really take heed to this, because this isn't a small thing. The believers exercising, looking good, eating healthy, that's going to transfer into our business life. That's going to transfer into our marriages. That's going to transfer in the way we rear our children. Like the sister said, you're talking about 1 out of 6 children are overweight or obese. Right. These are real statistics by the CDC. And guess what? We fall into the statistics. We didn't became part of the everyday society. You know what I mean? You can't tell it different. We can't say 1 in 6 children are obese, except the Muslim kids. Don't tell that lie. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And we fall into the same category as the rest of the world, and we can't even separate ourselves. Outside of terrorism, we'll tell somebody that we just like everybody else, and be meaning it too. Be serious. There's no difference. No, we're not just like everybody else. No, my dietary laws are different than everybody else's. Not only that, I fast 1 time a year, 30 days. I pray 5 times. We can't just keep saying I'm just like everybody. I'm just like you. I just got a long last name. Nah, we different. I look different from you. I carry myself different from you. My body physically is different from yours. I can't say we the same. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And this is a real talk, because I want you all to take real action, tomorrow. I don't want nobody to go out and jog, an hour because the brother came and spoke. That's not what I'm saying. But I want you to understand that there are some very simple aspects to keeping your body the way that it should be. And once you start doing that, everything gonna take off. Now, one key thing that you all want to take heed to is we're not